Sirius XM NASCAR Radio.
NASCAR News now.
Carson Hocevar had some leg issues in 2022. He was a guest with Dave Moody on Sirius XM Speedway and gave an update on his health for the coming season.
Yeah, I'll be good. I was reminded how out of shape I was when we started working again with Josh Wise, and I could really start to, I wouldn't say run. The problem is I was uncoordinated before I broke my ankle, and now
Right.
I have a big screw, and so it's like trying to see a wounded gazelle try to make a run at his boot. It's just not going to work. But no, I'm good to go. Nerves still kind of bother me a little bit. They said it would take a year, but nothing to worry about or hinder me. It's just more of an annoyance or a reminder that, I wouldn't go jump off a 20-foot fence anytime soon.
Connor Mosack will have a busy season in the Xfinity Series this year. He'll run for Sam Hunt Racing and now has a 5-race deal with Joe Gibbs Racing. He joined us here in the Morning Drive and explained how the deal came together.
I ran that race with him in Portland last year and kind of just kept in touch with him, and it was a little back and forth on what we're going to have this year, and it looked like it wasn't going to work out for a little bit, so that's why we ended up doing our bigger commitment with Sam, which I'm really happy about, and then there's a few that ended up becoming available, and so we were able to get us a few.
It'll be a 3-race deal for Connor Mosack and Joe Gibbs Racing. NFL fans, here's your chance to go to Super Bowl 57 in Phoenix. It's Super Bowl trivia on Mad Dog Unleashed. Answer 4 trivia questions and you'll be on your way. You'll receive 2 tickets to the game and 4 nights hotel accommodation. For official rules, go to SiriusXM.com/2023 Mad Dog Trivia. The contest is open only to subscribers 21 years of age or older since January 1st, 2023. No purchase is necessary. The NFL entities have not offered or sponsored this sweepstakes in any way. Lock it in to Christopher Russo on Mad Dog Unleashed. That's today, 3 Eastern, for a chance to go to the Super Bowl only on Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82. That's the Morning Drive news for Friday, February 3rd, 2023. I'm Pete Pistone.
We've got a big weekend.
TMD.
Got to make sure you got your ducks in a row.
Weekend preview.
Can't ask for much more than that.
Folks, by the time Sunday rolls around, it will have been 91 days since we dropped the checkered flag on a NASCAR Cup Series race. Well, that wait is finally over. We are back inside of the confines of the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum Sunday with the second Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum.
Logano and Kyle Busch.
Imagine the pressure that Joey Logano is under. One slight mistake, one bobble, and this one is over. For the moment, Logano able to stay in front of Kyle Busch.
But Bubba Wallace's lap car dead ahead. They exit turn 2, 3 to go.
White flag, final lap, Busch Light Clash. Who's going to victory lane? Will it be Logano or will it be Kyle Busch? One final time through 3, off 4, checkered flag is out, and Joey Logano has done it, scoring the win. They're crashing right in front of him. Logano has scored the win in the Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum.
Oh, man, it's just badass. I don't even know what to say. It's just so cool being down here, just being down here on the racetrack and seeing all the fans around you. It's so electric here. And to be able to do some donuts with our Shell Pennzoil Mustang. And the first race of the next gen, first one out here. Oh, man, it means so much. It's so special. And, man, what just a crazy race. Kept ourselves towards the front, and oh man, it's awesome.
What is there about new racetracks? The dirt track at Bristol. Now you come here. What is it about Joey Logano and new type things in NASCAR?
I don't know. I'm good at weird stuff, I guess. I'm trying to get good at the other ones too, but I don't know what it is. But Paul, like I said, Paul Wolf, the other guys, everyone on Team Penske worked amazing together. We were 28th on the board yesterday. We were slow and made a lot of changes and had the fastest car in the race. So big gains and super proud of everybody for doing that.
That's how it sounded February 6th of a year ago. It came down to Joey Logano and Kyle Busch. In the end, Joey took the win. And later in the points-paying portion of the season, he would also claim the NASCAR Cup Series championship. According to Joey's crew chief, Paul Wolf, that Clash win played more of an important role than we all may have thought.
That race last year and that weekend in general took a lot of teamwork for sure, and obviously never really racing these cars on a track this small. There was just so much happening so fast, but all our teams and our drivers worked really well together. That was obviously a big piece to the success and being able to get that win. Something that played out all year, all the way to the championship weekend. So we need to continue that as well.
Daniel Suarez is looking for the return trip out to L.A. this weekend simply for the format of the race. and the historic venue the race will take place in.
It's just fun because we are racing in a very, very historical place, and there is no points in the line, only the trophies. So, last year I thought we were actually pretty strong until we had a few issues in the main race, and obviously we finished 14, but we were better than that. Really looking forward to clean up a few things, and I think we're going to be fighting for the win. So hopefully it will be very, very special, honestly, to win once again in California and LA. Really looking forward to that.
Sunday's clash will also mark the return of Harrison Burton to the controls of the number 21 Wood Brothers Ford. Harrison, what do you think about the clash coming up this weekend?
It is an itty-bitty racetrack, that is for sure. So, I was in the simulator, and they loaded me in to the Coliseum, and I literally started laughing because I was like, I forgot how tiny this place is. I think the biggest thing is trying to maintain that and, go to the clash with some aggression and some confidence and, try and make something cool happen.
Christopher Bell has a great deal of experience in his racing career on short tracks. Now he's looking forward to a second time running a stock car at the tight quarters in L.A.
It takes a little bit to get acclimated to that quick of lap times whenever you're used to running, 30-second laps at most mile and a halves and other tracks we go to. But, once you get acclimated to it, it's just another place. And I think the size was a question mark last year, but definitely going into this year, I don't think anybody's concerned about it. And I think the smaller the racetrack in general, the more action you're going to have.
Rudy Fugel, William Byron's crew chief, will be a regular with us here in 2023 on TMD. Matter of fact, he joined us this past Monday and expressed confidence in the number 24 team for this coming season. Driver William Byron joined us on the channel this week to discuss his confidence going into the clash.
Last year was a lot of nervousness going out to the West Coast to start the season because we didn't know what the car was going to feel like. We had a little bit of testing, but hadn't really had any short track testing. So, a lot of unknowns last year. So this year I think we can focus on just trying to be the best we can and kind of do our basic normal stuff that we'd do to start the season. So it's nice to not have so many questions and hopefully be able to go out there and perform.
Corey LaJoie, Inspire Motorsports, ready for the 2023 season. But as it pertains to the clash, LaJoie said it can't be any worse this year than it was last season.
The only person that was slower than us, and he was really giving us a run for our money, was Kip Childress driving the pace car. I mean, we couldn't have got out of our way worse if we tried. So that was our first legitimate race. No simulation help, no understanding of the next-gen car, and we ran like a bucket of you-know-what. It really is impossible to run any worse than we ran last year, so anything's going to be an improvement.
Austin Cindric and crew chief Jeremy Bullins are back for their second year together. The crew chief says things aren't necessarily getting off to the best of starts here at the Clash.
Unfortunately for us, we're in Group 1, just like we were last year, which is the worst place you can be because you're the first guy on the racetrack. But I think the track will change so much as we put rubber down and put laps on that brand new asphalt. So I think by the time the race rolls around, everything's fine and you're good to go. But I feel like the guys that are in the third group have an advantage over the guys in the first group of just they're getting a better racetrack to practice on.
Legacy Motor Club will have a rookie driver in Noah Gregson this year. He'll work with crew chief Luke Lambert, who says this is going to be a good opportunity for the duo to work together at the Clash.
For us on the 42 team with Noah this year starting out, it's our first time to get to go to the track and compete. So it's really important for us to kind of have the opportunity to just run through all the motions, sort out of all our processes and make sure that we execute. So it's a really important event for us because it's a chance to kind of go through that whole motion together. And that's what our objective is this weekend, is just to approach it just like any other race weekend. They're all important.
Here is the format for the second renewal of the Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum. There will be a total of 36 drivers competing for a 27-spot main event field. Everyone will take 3 laps of qualifying tomorrow night at 6 Eastern. You'll get 1 warm-up lap and then 2 timed laps. Then Sunday at 5 Eastern, there will be 4 25-lap heat races. The top 5 from each will advance to the Clash. Everyone else gets placed into one of 2 50-lap last chance qualifiers. The top 3 from each of those will advance to the Clash as well. The 27th spot is reserved for the driver who finished the highest in the 2022 season point standings. who did not already earn a starting position. Only green flag laps will be counted this weekend. There will be no live pit stops, just a halfway break at lap 75 while the teams work on their vehicles. Wiz Khalifa will provide us some entertainment. Then we'll drop the green flag for the second half of the race, back at it for the last 75. Here are the 36 that are entered in this year's Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum.
All the charter teams are in L.A. Ross Chastain, Austin Cindric, Austin Dillon, Kevin Harvick, Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski, Corey LaJoie, Kyle Busch with Richard Childress Racing, Chase Elliott, and Eric Almirola. Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Chase Briscoe, J.J. Yaley, A.J. Allmendinger with Colleague Racing, Chris Buescher, Martin Truex Jr., and Christopher Bell. Harrison Burton, defending race winner and NASCAR Cup Series champion Joey Logano, Bubba Wallace, William Byron, Justin Haley, Michael McDowell, Todd Gilliland, Ryan Preece with Stewart Haas Racing, Noah Gragson with Legacy Motor Club, Eric Jones, Tyler Reddick with 2311 Racing, Ricky Stenhouse, Alex Bowman, Ty Gibbs, Ty Dillon, BJ McLeod, and Daniel Suarez.
You can catch practice and qualifying tomorrow evening at 6. Motor Racing Network will have the call right here at that time. You can watch it on FS1. As far as our first race day of the season is concerned, it kicks off with Mr. Race Day himself. Pat Patterson will have the front stretch for you Sunday morning at 7 a.m. Eastern. Angie and Mike Skinner will have the Skinner Roundup at 11 a.m. in the East. You can catch Loose Ends, the best of Sirius XM NASCAR Radio, Sunday at 2 Eastern. Claire B. Lang will have Dialed In at 4. Motor Racing Network will be on the air at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Once the checkered flag falls, the reactions will be taken from you in the Sirius XM NASCAR Radio post-race show that will run until midnight Eastern on Sunday night.